Gentlemen, welcome back to Chrono Commentary. I'm your host, Brent Garcia, and today I'm going to start a short series on at-home repairs that you can do yourself. Today we're going to talk about adjusting a watch bracelet, and this one, I'm using this Rolex Date Just as a specific example because this one has the screw-in pins, so I'll show you how to remove those and kind of what some tricks are. And then this one also has the adjustable notches on the buckle. Now, on some of the Rolex models and some of the higher-end Swiss models, you have to address this from the inside of the buckle. Some of the older versions have the little holes right here where you can just do the push pin. So these are a little bit trickier to get to, and I'll show you how to do those as well. So one of the key things when you're sizing your watch bracelet is you want to make sure that your buckle stays as close to center as possible. That way it wears properly on your wrist. So with this watch, I'm going to take a link out of this side, and that'll kind of even that whole thing up. And you can see on these where there's the screw, there's a screw. They're kind of tricky to get out right at first, so you just need to take one of your little watch screwdrivers. You can also buy these screwdrivers at a hardware store. They're relatively inexpensive. You can get a whole set of them, and they're not too bad. And you just got to kind of keep it straight in there. Let's get this one out, and I'll show you what So there you go. There's the pin, screw end, and then there's the threaded end. And you see that white residue that's on there. Rolex uses this. I know a lot of other, like Breitling, Omega, on any of their screw-in components, they use Loctite, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. And so if you're doing this yourself, you're going to want to get some Loctite and add that back on so that these don't come unthreaded for you. Okay, so there we go. We have our two pins. We have our removed link, and now we've got an open bracelet. And all you do is you put it back together, easy peasy, and then put the new screw in the same way that you took it out. Now, you're going to want to clean this really thoroughly with clean the residue off of the pin from the old Loctite. I'm going to go do that right now, and I'll bring it back, and we'll put a new application of Loctite onto the screw. All right, we're all cleaned off here. Now, you can let it soak for a little while if you want. I just took it under hot soapy water and used a toothbrush to get it out of all the threading. This is Loctite. This is actually the Loctite that came in my Rolex sizing kit. So I think you can get it at whatever hardware store or Walmart or any places like those. Let's do this first. So you just take the Loctite, apply a really small dot to the threaded area, like so. Line up your watch bracelet. And insert. Let it just drop down. It should drop in really, really easily if everything is lined up properly. And then complete screwing it in. You don't have to go nuts. You don't want to strip the screw. Just get it in there so that it's nice and tight. That's why that Loctite helps out quite a bit. You don't have to crank on it. You don't want to strip your screw. You don't want to scratch your bracelet. So there you go. That's the link. So for making the adjustment on the buckle, on the inside of these, you can see this little notch that's cut out where you can have exposure to the spring bar. Typically, I like to use this type of a tool, which it has a little forked edge on it that wraps right around the spring bar, gets on the groove. This one's a little bit fat to fit into this particular opening, so I'm just going to use a really small screwdriver. I'm just going in, pushing down, and this takes a little bit of dexterity. And then you'll see that it loosens up a little bit in here, and you see that it's kind of cockeyed. And what you do, the easiest way to do it is just loosen one side, push it in, walk it down until it snaps into the next the next hole that you can see here on the inside part of the buckle. So this one is snapped in up top, and I'm going to just turn it over, and we'll get the bottom one. So there you go. We just pushed it in, slid it down, and I hope you could see that. I know this camera angle wasn't ideal for this. If you need me to reshoot it and show you again, I'm happy to do that for you. Maybe get a better shot, and let's see how we work. Fits beautifully. So there you go, guys. Next time we're changing a battery.